Yep.
There we go.
Here we go. Got some music. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the confusion.
We had a hiccup. The hiccup is fixed.
Alright. Cat. But. Let's turn on Majestic Chess.
Oh, Coach, you gotta share your screen with me.
Boom. How about that? Should be good to go. Should be good to go, everybody. We're back in business.
Coach,
Yes.
will you share your screen with me on Discord?
Sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go back to the Discord of the Discord. Just for you, Coach.
Yay! Alright, cool.
Okay. And bring it back. And then the Majestic of the Chess. Let it begin.
Alright. I can hear you, you can hear me, let's do it.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Well, that's special.
What's up?
I'm just checking. We got our friends following today.
Ah, I see.
Friends. We're back. Friends, we're back.
Will you be my friend?
Will you be my friend? Coach Blake, how's your week been?
My family just came back from vacation, so I'm happy to see them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's good news.
Yeah. We've got a pretty exciting thing that we want to do on October 12th. We'll tell you guys about that later.
Yep, hope that'll work out the way we want it to work out.
Yeah.
Cool deal. Okay, I'm just gonna turn on a little bit more light because it's getting warm up in here. Okay. That way I'm not in the dark.
I'm always in the dark.
Are you ready? Are you ready for an adventure? Majestic Chess adventure. Coach, what have you been thinking about life after Majestic Chess?
Pokemans. We'll
Pokemans.
play Pokemon chess.
Are you serious? No, you can't be serious.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, we got our friends already getting ready. Ready.
We've got, what's it called? Chessaria. It's a chess game on Steam we can do.
You still want to do that?
Say what?
Make your case for this.
It's chess related and it's new.
And it's new. We gotta do some kind of poll or something like that. Anyways.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Let the people decide.
Audio, yeah, let the people decide if that's something we want to do or not. I don't know, Coach Blake. People know how to play chess now. Alright, that's what our show's been about. Okay, it is 8:50 Central Standard Time. So we got some adventuring to do here. Alright, let's go to the cross area here. Alright.
Going to the cross is a good thing.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, it's all guarded over here. Watch your backs here. Okay, we got a bridge, and we got a ship.
Yeah, let's check that ship shop.
Let's take a look. What do we got here? All
That
right.
ship shop is in ship shape.
What kind of items do we have here? Okay.
Ah, nothing good. Nothing good.
Blows up an enemy piece. In the middle, this one. Revive a bishop here. Stops the clock here. Takes back a move here. Changes a piece into a knight. That could be useful. Eliminate a knight here. Suggest a move. Is there a queen's killer here? Eliminate a pawn. Enemy's pawn. That might be cool. And then take random turns here. Okay, nothing good enough. Alright, cool. We got some places to go. I hope we can come back across the bridge here. Alright.
Yeah, we will be. This isn't a fall apart.
Okay, we got a pit over here. And then over here to the right of the screen, we have bones. What are we going to do?
I'd say we check out the pit first, see what that thing's got.
Okay, check out the pit. The weak spots is what it's called here. Checkmate Black's
Ooh.
king. If you are victorious, you will win a knight and 2 pawns. Let's take a look at this. What do we have here? Alright. Let me see here. We got a king in the middle. We got... Well, you give me your evaluation, Coach Blake. I want your eyes on the position here. Kind of walk through everybody with what it is that you're looking, and then I'll tell you what I'm looking at.
Well, the powerful pieces that we have for black are the knight. That dark square bishop's pretty bad, so I'm not worried about it. Except for the surprise check.
Yeah, he's got a discovery check on it. He's got some x-ray vision. He's trying to see through the pawn. Okay, so all he's got to do is just move that pawn up. And he's going to have a little attack on us here. Okay, what else can you talk to us about this position here?
We have the pawn push on d6.
Okay.
Anyways, white has the pawn on f7. That could turn into a queen if we play our cards right. The bishop on c6 is working in our advantage.
Okay.
To our advantage right now. So, yeah. It looks like we want to push him into the corner and checkmate him.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can try and keep him where he is.
Okay. All right. And through my evaluation, Coach, we have some dangerous pawns over here that are just ready to be promoted here. One pawn is ready to go here. Black has a lot of threats too. Okay, like we pointed out. He has that discovery check if he moves that pawn forward to attack our king. You got to be cautious about that. And then he's got a pawn over here. And, I mean, look at the material here, Coach Blake. We have a rook, 5 points, a bishop, that's 8, and pawns, 9, 10, 11 points here. Count blacks for us here.
13.
Okay. So you can see there's a material imbalance into this. So what you're going to want to do, since we have threats here, try to look and try to figure out what is black's best and threat that he could possibly do.
Black does not want that king there. That's for sure. So he's going to want to check us. He's want to get rid of that knight.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of the pawn on f7 with his knight.
Mm-hmm.
He can't take the pawn on a5 because of the rook. But there's not much you can do about that right now.
Yeah. If I was black, I would want to play move the pawn up 2 squares, discovery check, and then try to hold on to him as he goes up the board here. Get ready for a take here on the next move too. So a bishop's being threatened here. So Coach Blake, we're going to be looking at positions today. As we're looking at positions here, we got to figure out what is our strongest piece and what is our weakest piece that we have here. So what's our strongest?
Coach, if we let him have that 2-piecer, doesn't that lead to checkmate for white?
Let him have the piece?
E5 check.
Okay.
If I push... never mind.
Nope. Not gonna work.
He can escape. That's what it is.
Okay. So again...
Not by much, but he can escape.
Again, what we're trying to do, trying to figure out good pieces versus bad pieces, and I want my students to be able to look at positions like this to figure that out. Which one of white's pieces is the best piece? The rook or the bishop?
Bishop.
Bishop, you say. Okay. I say that the bishop is a little cramped, and the rook is doing a good job at supporting this pawn here. So what we want to do is that we do want to make this bishop that's on c6 the better piece here, since he doesn't have a lot of running squares to go to. Okay, he's got some choices on what he wants to do. You could take this pawn here, you can take that pawn here. We got to look at those moves too. But again, as you are evaluating chess positions tonight, Coach Blake, look for the checks first. Okay, with the check, these are forcing moves here. Okay, and again, our idea is we definitely need to be moving these pawns closer to the other side of the board here so we can make queens. So we got to make sure that we are relentless at attacking black. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's do bishop takes with check here. King comes up. As king comes up here, now again, as we are trying to assess the position here, we need to look at checks first. Okay, because we have an a6 check here, which pushes him back. Okay, the next check that we have here, we have bishop here, but that's a terrible move here. Another terrible move here with bishop to c6. He's got the king and the knight and the pawn on d7 attacking this bishop here. So 3 attackers, but only 2 backup buddies, the king and the pawn as a backup buddy. This isn't going to work out well for him. We got to get rid of those kind of checks. Okay, so again, with a6 looks interesting because again, he's got to move his king, moving him back here, but that the king is moving backwards. Which direction is he more than likely going to be going into?
C8.
C8, covering d7 as a backup buddy, and then the bishop has lost its attack. This brings us to the next step here. After we've looked at checks, Coach Blake, I got to teach my students anything that we need to be trying to do and look for captures next. None of these other pieces can really capture anything except this bishop here to take on d7. Okay, after we take on d7 like this, our bishop becomes a really powerful piece. Okay, with this powerful piece, we are cutting on all sides of the board here. We're trying to make black's life difficult here, and we're gonna also can get ready to play a6 with the check. Okay, coach?
Okay.
That kind of forces black to either go to a8 or b8, and I would rather him be in the corner, but I'm going to maneuver my king in if I can. to get my king in for attacking on that king and to try to get checkmate. So let's lead what the bishop takes over here, since it's the most forcing move here. Black is going to need to make a good move here, and I would say that capturing the pawn would be an acceptable choice. But I can also see that maybe even moving the pawn for a discovery check might be a move that he could play too. Don't know what he's going to do. Don't really care. I just need to better my pieces here and with my move here. I can possibly do checkmate with my bishop and my rook if my pieces again are coming closer to that enemy king. So let's do this here. And just what I thought. Just what I thought. He's going to use this discovery attack on my king so that he can try to advance his pawn up the board, and then I think on the next move he definitely wants to give it some protection here. Alright, so I can block, but if I block, he still is going to capture, but he's going to put me in check. So I cannot go with that move here. My king needs a good square, Coach Blake, to run to. Where would you move this king? Because we have just a few choices here on good moves.
C4.
King to c4 keeps the king close enough here, but also stopping the bishop from getting to these squares as well. And we can definitely be able to stop the pawn if he starts going down the board. So if we move the king away from the pawn, that pawn is going to try to race, and then we need to start moving our king faster. So this kind of keeps it ready to go here. Okay, again, just as I predicted, he's going to capture and protect his pawn here. But it's our turn, and we are looking for checks, captures, and threats. Coach Blake, what should we be looking for first? Checks, captures, or threats? When I mean by threats, I mean by like a way to win a piece here. So like bishop to e8 would be a threat to the knight here, but it's not a good threat because he runs away or he moves to a better square. So I have to like watch where I'm moving here.
There's a check coming from the knight on knight d6.
But it's our turn. It's our turn. When it's our turn, then we definitely want to be on the aggressive side here. So again, we got to look at checks, captures, and threats.
I would say if we're going to do a check, we put rook to b1.
Okay. With rook to b1, he definitely has to answer it, and he's either going to go to a8 or he's going to go to a6. All right. So
yeah.
If he goes king to a8, finish him. Mortal Kombat, finish him.
A6, and then we have to protect that pawn somehow.
Wait, say again?
If he goes to a6, then we have to protect our pawn somehow.
Oh, I didn't hear you say with king to a8. What do you do here?
Oh, king to a8?
Yeah.
Oh, let's bishop c6.
Okay, bishop
like
c6.
You were implying.
So I'm not really worried about that variation. If the king goes to the corner, don't need to look at any other ones except the king to a6. If king goes to a6, then what would you think about here? Because again, you're putting him in a tight position here, and once again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to go with the checks, captures, and threats. Do we need to see it? Or is your chess vision getting better?
You're pushing him into a king rook checkmate, aren't you?
Yes, we're kind of putting him into one of those positions here.
I say we do it.
Okay, how deep? I mean, this is for you though. I mean, like, is how deep is your chess vision here? Can you see the attack coming on him?
Let me see. Rook b1 check, king a6.
Gotta keep the checks coming.
Bishop c8 check.
Okay.
King take a6.
Okay. King takes a5, you mean?
a5, yeah.
Okay. And we are definitely cornering this king here. We just want to make sure that we didn't like give up. Bless you, bless you.
Thank you, thank you.
We want to make sure that we didn't give up a pawn for nothing. But we are attacking him with our king, our rook, our bishop here, so something's gotta be there.
I don't see how to push him into a4.
Okay.
Because I see how we can hold him at a5.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Okay. Let's move it forward here. Let's go rook b1 check. Oh, bishop blocks. We didn't expect this to happen, right?
What?
We didn't expect this block to happen here.
Take the bishop?
We can take the bishop here, and this isn't like going to really bother us, right?
No.
Okay.
It's not.
So we take with check here. All right, just keep it coming. King comes over here. Now I think the position is maybe easier for you to be able to like spot out like what ideas again that we have here. We have bishop c8 check again. But now our king can also go to c5.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would say move king to c5.
King to c5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
Because we got him on the ropes. But let's look at that bishop check again.
Well, I'm thinking if we can get him to take the pawn and then move the rook to a4, it's check if the king is on c5.
Okay. All right, so let's go with it. We don't want him to get anywhere, but are we going to get checked if we do that?
No.
Okay. All right, knight's coming into the picture here. Okay. Looking interesting here. Getting closer. Now he's covering c8. We can't use our bishop like we wanted to. But like you said, we can try to get ready for a checkmate.
Yeah. He's got check on b7 or on e4 with the knight.
Yeah,
but
he's trying to play tricky.
e4 is not going to do anything for him. But b7 will give him something to work with. So do we want to... Ooh. I don't know what to do here.
You know what to do here? Okay.
Mm-mm. We could threaten with bishop b5 and then force a trade.
Nah. Nah. I'm going to say that we are going to keep our king and moving him up like this to get ready for that pawn. Pop that guy too. And we're not going to get checked by that knight.
What if he pushes his pawn?
If he pushes his pawn, we got some moves we can wait for. Because once we take here, we'll take the knight, and then our rook will get behind the pawn to stop him too. Okay.
Okay.
So we're still okay here. Okay, I kind of figured that the king would take. Okay, since he takes, our king needs to go back. So we have a backup buddy here, and he's going to try to take our backup buddy from us with a check, with knight b7 check, right? That doesn't bother me. Any check that he tries to do with leaving knight to e4, our rook can take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then he has to move pawns. So let's roll with that move. Okay, king comes up. He comes up. Keep going, Coach Blake. You're doing good, man. Gotta get more pieces. Get them closer and closer, because you can feel the mate coming.
Oh. Okay.
We want to block off this square, and this square from the king, so that we can go boom.
King c6 again, I guess.
If we're going to go
no.
king c6, we're going to repeat the position. The deal is that we don't want the king to come to this square right here to b6. And we want to be able to use our king to cover that square and slide our rook over here for checkmate. If you guys are in the chat, you guys go ahead. You guys hug Coach.
I'm lost on this one.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
This is kind of one of my chess puzzles that I'm used to seeing, Coach Blake, because this is a checkmate in 4 moves, man. 4 moves here. It's tricky to see because again we got to continue to work on our chess vision. Bishop's gonna come here again, trying to block all of those squares that the king can try to run to. Because again, once our rook comes over here, he's got b7 to run to. Okay, so that's why our bishop's coming here to stop that move, and then on the next turn we're just gonna checkmate him. Okay, so the threat is there, but as the threat is there, his knight is going to try to block, you know, when we move our rook over with check. So he really can't stop us here. So we got to get rid of the knight first, and then we're going to go over here like this, because there's nothing stopping us. Goodbye, knight. Okay, and then boom, like that. That's how you do it, Coach. Ooh, did you notice that? The
yeah,
bridge.
we opened the bridge.
Yeah, the bridge just appeared. Wow, okay. Sure. Okay, we got 2 pawns and we got a knight. Can we go back to the cave? Nope. No going back here.
Let's get the bones.
Let's go to the bones here. That's crazy. Alright. Checkmate Black's king. Let's take a look at this move here. Oh, cool, dude. Cool, man. Coach, take a good look at this position here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell me what you notice.
I really want to checkmate him along the right side.
Okay, you really want to go for the checkmate. What kind of checkmate do you want to destroy him with?
Ladder.
A ladder checkmate. I want to say go with the ladder checkmate. I think that you may have seen this puzzle before, maybe in a book, or maybe one of our friends has shown you this one. It's a hard kind of checkmate.
Rook F2 check.
Rook F2 check. Nope. Not that one. He's gonna start running to either yeah, let's move. He would move to G3.
In which case we do rook to G1.
Go rook to G1. Then well, let me see here. Should you do that one? Okay. No, but you got better. You got better here. He's got a way to escape.
Well, where do you move without losing your rooks?
He's got his bishop on that long diagonal here. So he really wants to take one of your rooks. Well, you have a really simple way to win this game. Maybe I'm just old.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't know, bro?
You see something I don't.
I do, man. I want to see if anybody in the chat and everything can hint to Coach Blake on what to do here. Come on, dude. This is awesome. You're making this too hard. You're making this too hard.
How am I making this hard? I don't know what. It's a rook. It's a ladder checkmate. So
of course you want to do a ladder checkmate. Of course. Anybody in the chat, hey, chime in. Tell Coach Blake what the answer is.
Rook F2, and then rook G1,
and then King H3. He runs away. You don't have your ladder checkmate here. Not like that. But look at the box around the king. I'm trying not to give it away here. I had this in a puzzle book. 2 puzzle books, actually. Pretty annoying.
Are you trying to tell me that the rook on G2 is going to go up to G5 and then I do rook to F1 mate?
He can't go to G5 because his rook is going to take yours. See? Let me move the rook. Boom, he'll get you.
I don't understand.
You don't understand. Huh.
I really don't.
Alright. I'm going to tell you that it is... Drop you another hint. It is a king's move. You have 4 king moves to consider. Jeez, man. Jeez. We got to get you to do more puzzles, man.
Okay. So, king E1?
He is on E1.
F1.
He is on E1.
F1.
King F1. That's 1. What's his other 3?
You're really going to make me sit here and give you every single one?
Yeah, dude.
There's only 3 king moves he can make.
Liar.
There's only 3. F1, D1, and D2.
Uh-huh. You're missing one.
King?
King move, dude. It's king move.
There's nowhere else he can go.
I'm gonna send you back to chess school, man. I'm gonna send you back to school.
No, coach, look. E2 is taken, F2 is taken.
Coach Blake. Look, somebody's calling
about
you. Somebody's calling you to give you the answer.
I don't think my dad knows how to play chess well enough for that.
Somebody in the chat, tell him the answer, quick.
There are not 4 keys. Oh. It's this one, honestly?
All right, Bear. All right, good job.
Oh my
You found
gosh.
the answer.
Castle Kingside. Oh, this is dumb.
This is a good puzzle.
Oh my gosh.
Because it stumped you. Okay, because people don't look at that. They don't look at that move. You don't look at that move. It's a checkmate like this. Boom. We got him, dude. Like that. All right.
That's a dumb checkmate.
The puzzle said checkmate the king. All right. But you don't know if a puzzle is that far away or not here. And again, you have to look at all possible checks here, because even this castling move here is a check. But yet the position, what throws people is that this is, it looks like an end game. It looks like an end game. Well, I would almost consider it to be, it is an end game, because the queens have left the board. And that's kind of where I draw the line, Coach Blake, when I'm looking at this too. But you would think that in the opening he castled, or in the middle game he castled, but not here in the end game. You wouldn't think about trying to castle here, but all right, whatever. You got tricked.
I don't like this one.
You got duped. You got duped. All right, let's go. Take a look. All right, we can cross the bridge here. We can come over here. Hey friends, how's it going? Thanks for joining us tonight. We have some ridiculous looking pits here.
Ooh, let's do the scary one.
Which one's the scary one?
The one with the poison gas.
Okay. They all look like terrible places to be. Oh gosh. All right. White can checkmate Black's king and one move, Coach Blake. Find the move and play it. We have to solve
Mate ones.
6 mate and ones here. And oh, we have 1 minute and 50 seconds. So you got to go fast. All right.
All right.
And we're going to get penalized time-wise. All right. But if we win, we get a bishop and a pawn. Let's roll. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Time's ticking here. This is white to move. We need a checkmate.
Rook C5. By the way, you gave away the checkmate.
Oh, that's not checkmate.
Well, that's dumb.
That's dumb. Keep going. If he did rook, then he would go down here. For people that are still answering. Help Coach Blake out. Give him some answers quick. We only got like a minute. Jiminy crickets, man. Jiminy crickets.
Knight B6.
Knight B6. There you go. Bring him into the position. There it is. All right, come on, hurry. We got to do some more. Come on, come on, come on, Coach. Come on.
Queen E4. By the way, you're giving away the checkmates.
I am not. That's
You're
not. The
hovering
rook is
over.
gonna take you, man. The rook is gonna take you. Come on.
I forgot there was a rook. I didn't see it.
You didn't see it.
I
Come on,
didn't.
dude. Give me one more.
Rook takes G5.
Rook takes G5. Boom. There you go. And we're out of time. We're out of time. Let's try this again. Without
I didn't eat
failing.
my Wheaties today. Did not eat my Wheaties today.
Without failing, try this again.
Without failing.
Without failing, go.
Knight E6 or B6, whatever it's called.
B6. Here's a new one.
Yay. Alright, let's clear. Take.
There, says Coach Santos. Come on.
Queen F8.
Queen to F8. You sure? Very good. Okay, here we go again. Here's another one. Come on, Coach. Come on. End his miserable life.
Knight F6 check.
Knight F6. Very good. Boom. I think we're going to do it.
Knight A6.
Knight to A6. Boom. Here we go. You're doing good. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Rook D7.
Rook to D7. Let's try Rook D7. Boom. Alright, one more. Uno mas, man. Uno mas.
Queen D6 mate.
Queen D6 mate, he says. Let's go. Come on, pieces. There you go. You did it. And you did it fast enough. Hooray. Oh, cool. Unlocking new stuff.
They're eager to help us. Hooray.
Oh, cool. They send us pieces. That's nice. Okay. Well, we did that.
Yay.
Alright, do we do the other pit or do the tower?
Spiky tower. Let's do the tower.
Okay. Play a game of chess using Fisher time controls of 5 minutes per game and a 3-second move bonus. Use your army against an army of a bishop, a knight, and pawns. If you're victorious, you'll win 100 gold. Let's take a look at the odds again here. How does it look, Coach?
That looks pretty good for us.
Yep, it looks pretty good here. Alright, let's evaluate the position here. How are we going to run this board here, Coach Blake? We've been using a lot of lessons lately about evaluating stronger pieces and weaker pieces here on the chessboard here. So, and then our pawn plan that we have. So give me the breakdown.
2 versus 3 pawns. We have the advantage there. We have off-color bishops, so they're not really gonna mess with each other. And then knights will help us out in the middle with the pawns. So if we win the pawn game and push our stuff without losing the other pawns, we should be fine.
Okay. The bishops of the opposite color can be tricky of an in-game, but we'll try to do what we can to get an advantage on this one too. Alright, so we have choices here, pushing the pawns and moving the knight out, and even moving the bishop out here. What should be our idea?
F4, and then bust out our knight and bishop.
Okay. Tell us why F4. That's a really interesting choice.
Because he has no pawn on F. His pawns are on E and D, which we can use our E and D pawns to knock those out.
Okay. So I like your idea. If we're using this pawn here, we're going to attack the center here. So he can't play E5. But he could also play D5 here. And he can also go for an attack. Alright, so we kind of expected an attack from him. Because once you move a piece here, so continue, Coach.
Push the pawn.
Push the pawn. Yeah, push it to the max here, and make him run. All right, knight's running here, but as he's running, he's attacking it. So we need another game plan here.
E4.
Okay, E4 looks good here. Control that center. That sweet center will help us out here, and we're gonna need some more knight moves here. Okay, look at him. He's trying to counter what's going on in the center here. We're going to swap pawns, Coach Blake, and we're going to have double pawns. What do you think about this?
I say D3.
D3 looks fine enough here. Okay. We are going to need to recapture this pawn here, but as we're doing this, again, we want to make sure that we are developing our pieces, helping those pawns to come up the board here safely. This is going to be rather tricky.
So we can attack that knight by putting knight E2.
Okay.
And then once we trade, if he trades, then we're up a pawn with off-color bishops.
He is attacking our pawns right now, and that's what I'm looking at here. Our F5 pawn is being attacked 2 times. And we're only defending him once. So we either got to take it or push that pawn.
I say push the pawn.
Okay. I think pushing the pawn is going to make his life a little bit harder. But his bishop is going to try to come around to attack it here and checking us too. Alright, coach. Waste no time. We got to move our king to go
King
help
F2.
those pawns. Yeah, we've really got to move these pieces to come help because
E5.
yeah, he is generating this kind of counter play that we've pushed our pawns too much. Okay, if we do E5, I mean, it's still fine here, but again, we got to move closer and closer to this. All right, that was kind of like a wasted looking move here. All right, coach, keep the pressure going here. We got a battle ahead of us here because again, we got to move those pieces. Give me some moves here.
I want to say knight or king E3, but he has the check. But we can just move our king up to E4, and the knight's just dancing around us the whole time, and we lose our bishop.
Oh, excuse me. Yo, man. Look, we really got to get that bishop moving here. I want him on this long diagonal here. And maybe
Why don't we put him on D3?
Why don't we put him on D3? We can put him on D3. That looks fine, too. Okay, we got to try to, like, create some kind of force here. Again, what he's trying to do is he's trying to double attack our pawns here. This does not look swell. Gotta bring it back up, buddy. Okay, he's grabbing it. So, sheesh.
We lost this game.
I don't think that it's lost. I think it's definitely a hard position to deal with. What we're doing, but you could still make a mistake here. We got again bishops of the opposite color. And so this is a textbook kind of draw. Can you see how the draw is being made?
Yes, I can.
All right. Now, what happened here? And the evaluation of this game happened because we got to get those pieces again going earlier so that we have the counterplay and the position here. We have that pawn and we can still win. Let's close out of this. Let's restart this position again. Okay. That's okay, man.
I'm not sad. I just want to get this done so I can win.
Done. Yeah. All right.
I want to win.
So let's go on with that controlling that center. That was a good move here. That knight move, still a good move here. I think that when we started to push our pawn, he got more active with his knight. So we got to take this opportunity to either defend that pawn with one of our moves too. So
Knight h3.
knight h3 works, but e3 also works too, because we want him to come get this backwards pawn over here, and our king is going to be defending it while these other two guys go and start attacking a pawn, okay, and helping the other two pawns go up the board. So that's the idea that I want. And I also can improve the bishop by going to e3, okay. So he's
We
moving
do have
his,
only 4 minutes left on the clock.
what's that?
4 minutes.
4 minutes, okay. I have 9:36 here.
No, like the timer on the game is 4 minutes.
Oh, okay, don't worry about it. We're gonna move fast. Okay, so knight comes here. All right, so next stop we got to do is we got to get a bishop on the long diagonal, Coach Blake. Okay, he's moving that piece too many times, and as he's doing this, then checking the king's coming up, and to make him move here. One of the things about this type of version of chess is that you're kind of playing for your opponent to move fast, or you're counting on him to doing that. So when you are moving out of the checks, you're kind of like not giving him a chance to really come at you to attack here. So let's continue to keep the position rolling so we can continue to have more time on our clock. Okay, and again, this pawn is the backwards pawn, and I want to attack it. So I could even go lots of moves here. Knight move looks good here, because when I move the knight there to the corner, I'm going to bring him back into the game here, but this pawn is being attacked, so I definitely got to move the king over here. Okay, with e6 on the board here, when I start moving my king, again, at least a discovered attack on this pawn here with my bishop. Okay, so he comes in like this, and then our knight joins the party to attack that light square. Okay, now his king is trying to defend it. As he's trying to defend it, our bishop now can target this pawn here. Okay,
All right.
so strategy again, Coach Blake, is what you want to do is just keep the create a weakness and attack it like this. Alright, so he's got to check on us again. I'm not worried about this. I'm just going to come at him because he's going to run out of checks. Okay. Okay. Now we can take with bishop, or we can take with knight. Which one is the best way to take it? Which one's the best way to take it?
Bishop.
Bishop, that's right. If we take it with the bishop here, we're threatening to take on d5 here, so he's got to cover that square too. Okay, but he can't. He's got to cover it with his king here. So, and lots of moves here. I can move my king to come get him here. And I can move my bishop here to attack the knight too. So let's bring in our other piece. Let's bring in the king to attack it here, and then he's trying to attack me with checks here, but if I go out of this, then he's not going to get anything. With the knight move here, he wants to attack that weak pawn, so we're just going to push it and stop that pawn here, because he has a he doesn't have enough backup buddies on this pawn, and so my bishop and my knight can both attack that pawn like we saw in the last example here. We're just gonna have to move a little bit quicker here. Let's go with f5. Okay, with f5, knight king's coming here, so Ooh, check that miserable king. Get off my square, man. Get off my square. I want to keep my pieces alive, coach. And keep them moving in closer here. So I go here, he moves there. Alright, and check that miserable king again. That looks good. King comes closer. Alright, and we need a plan. Oh, I got 14 seconds. This is terrible. Terrible, terrible. Okay, so
Stop talking to me.
jeez, man, I'm not gonna beat the clock on with only like 10 seconds here. I was putting too much time and energy into this one here. So we're gonna go take it a third time, and we're gonna go faster here. All right, we know our moves, right? We know our moves. We know what we want. Okay, so he goes there. He goes there. He goes there. Knight comes again to the center here. Bishop G2, we said. And I'm like that this computer is like really not doing anything new here. Doop, doop, doop. Okay. We brought our knight over here. He wanted to attack it. We bring our king over. He does e6 here. Attack it. G, man. G. Gee whiz. Okay, and then goodbye pawn. King moves over here. Yeah, we went this way. Checks us here. We moved our king over here. He wants that yummy tasty pawn, but he can't have the yummy tasty pawn. It's mine. We hit F5, he went there. We did check, he went there. We did check again, he went there. And then, okay. That's faster. Think. Nothing wrong with
Threaten the
this
black
one.
bishop.
Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say threaten the dark bishop.
I do. I want to threaten him here.
Well, you could also do knight to d7 and then start moving your way to attack the d5 pawn. Or you could just straight up do knight to d3 and then move him over to b4.
Yeah, he's threatening me too much here. Checking my miserable king. How dare you? Trying to play dirty. Okay. No, the bridge repeats the position here.
What about king d3? Oh, it doesn't do anything, does it?
Oh no. That was terrible.
Oh.
But can I get your guy here? I think I screwed it up. No, because I have a fork. Oh, he's got a fork on me too. Doggone it. Go away.
You lost your E pawn.
I lost my e-pawn. Dag nabbit. Let me see here. Great. Alright, I will try this.
So now you're gonna try what I suggest.
I think we made another draw. Okay. Meh.
You're in check, coach.
I am in check. Leave me alone. Oh.
E4. Oh.
Okay, another theoretical draw. I take, and there you go. Alright. Ow, fooey. Alright. You got nothing. You got nothing. Doggone it. I had that win. I had that. Let me see. Where do we... Alright, come on, man. Okay, I can do this. This is the last thing. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Alright. I got this. That's a chess player's thing, man. You're just like, dude, I know. Gotta have this here in the basket here. Okay. Okay, and then we went here. You did D5 here. Into B3. B6. G5. Okay, because I got your pawn, dude. I got your pawn.
You gonna let go of the pawn, bishop, or what?
Yeah, and then it goes like this. Trying to remember my variation here. Okay, he takes.
Me too.
Yeah, he comes at me like this. Okay, yeah, we traveled up this way, and then after we did that one, then we did D4. That's right. Okay. Okay, now the bishop went there.
Pawn push, F5.
Pawn push. F5, bishop F6. Knight to
Check, check, check.
F7, check. Okay. Then okay. And then I went for the check too early. And he moved over. Okay. That's what happened last time. Okay. Here, bishop there. Then I went check. He moved there. And then I'm in this spot. Okay.
So, knight to D3.
Knight D3 we could do. We can also do threatening the bishop here. Which I like that better. Because it kind of just centralizes a piece here. Okay. Not centralizes, but attacks him. Because that's his strongest piece. Is that bishop.
Okay.
Because he's doing a lot of restricting with this too. And that's
Knight
another,
F4.
another chess lesson here. Alright, we gotta move. We gotta help this pawn come up the board, but we need to definitely protect this bishop here. But we're putting two attackers here on that one. Good job, coach. And now again, I can just take it with my knight, or so I can take it with my bishop, right?
Either one. But
Okay.
if you take with the knight, you have to move the knight away before you can move the bishop.
So I want to take with the bishop here because I want to attack the knight, and I want to be able to push that pawn up the board still. Okay, so we take here and moves his knight over. Classic pawn center. Like that. Okay,
Fork.
he's getting desperate. You see a fork? Why,
Fork.
yes, the fork will work, sir. All right, so we got there. He takes here, but we're gonna lose a pawn, coach. And we only have one pawn left.
That's
pawn
okay.
left. How do we do it? How are we gonna do it?
Start moving the king up the board.
Okay, we can start moving. Well, he's attacking us over here,
Coach.
so yes.
It's fine. It's protected by the knight.
Yeah. Okay, push. He moves back.
No. Don't move the bishop.
Don't
He's
move
stopping the knight from moving anywhere else.
Uh-huh.
So move the pawn. Up.
So move the
up,
pawn
up, up.
up. That's right. Push him to the max. Okay. And then we should be able to push him again, right?
King first.
King first? Nah, pawn first. Go. Okay. Knight. Help that pawn.
He's
Help
gonna
that
take
pawn.
your. He didn't take your pawn. Oh, because the bishop.
Bishop's there. Ha ha ha.
Oh, okay.
Ha 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 ha. All
Queen.
right.
Come on, man.
Yeah. You can do the mate, right?
Yeah.
Go.
Queen f5.
Queen f5. Check.
Take the knight.
Okay, take the knight. Make him cry.
Start moving that king in. And then
How did you learn it like this?
no.
One of my students is showing me like this.
Oh, you mean the king rook checkmate?
Like this.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah, doesn't matter. Whoops. Alright, that took too long. That took too long. Okay, we still got to do this pit down here, and then we can cross over here. Getting closer. More things.
That's a lot of stuff to do.
A lot of stuff to do. Alright, coach. It's been fun. I hope our Russian friends and everything got something out of this chess lesson today. Maybe about theoretical draws too here. Tricky stuff. Play those positions with your friends, and you'll definitely get better at end games and know how to simplify and when not to simplify chess end games. Okay, that's it, friends. This has been fun. I don't want it to end, Coach.
It's okay. We've got 3 hours left. We can do it.
3 hours left here. I think, let me check on our resources here. The Chess Bras are still streaming here. Is that right?
They weren't earlier. I can check.
I think they're back.
No, they're off. No, they're here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go watch some Chess Bras for a little bit. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, we gotta save it.
October 12th, go.
I. Save it, save it.
Oh, you're gonna save it.
Okay.
Chapter 8. Chapter 8.
Chapter 8. Okay. We're ready.
Alright.
Cool dealio.
Did you save it 3 times?
What's that?
Did you save it 3 times?
It's been good. It's been good. We'll be
Oh,
alright.
okay.
We'll be alright. Hey, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching us. We're gonna send you to the Chess Bras in just a moment. Alright, Coach Blake. What's our command?
/raid space chess bras.
Okay.
Or chess bra in this case.
/raid space
space
okay. Cool deal. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.
October 12th.
October 12th.
Base. Coach.
Yeah,
Are we ending it or are we talking about October 12th? I don't know.
we're ending it. It's done.
Hit the button.
I did. Oh, I did not yet. Ha ha ha. I lied.